Sex is killing you.
And sex, you can take a lot. I mean, you can do it all day and you can be stimulated all day comparing to cocaine, right?
Is NoFap good or not?
Your brain is like, it's clear.
Like many controversial topics, you will not get the answer on Google. So you have to dig deeper on DuckDuckGo.
He was doing Nidra yoga for 15 or 20 years even, you know.
Oh wow. The Chinese people, they're also very smart because China and America, they always had like little bit.
So you're saying that sex is killing, basically?
Sex is killing you. I really believe that. And I was watching this new studies, actually, what happens when you have a sexual act or anything that goes, like even if you're talking about the loss of seeds in general, okay, if it's masturbating or sex as an act, anything. And what they found out in these studies is, and I shared it with you last time, that the levels of dopamine, they fall 50%, over 50% under baseline, which is not like, we're not talking about 2-3%, we're talking about 50%. So first, you get a spike of over 200%, between 200 to 300% during the act, which is comparable to drugs like cocaine or alcohol or like this kind of drugs. And but the outcome is that afterwards you will feel way less energy. And in fact, I would argue, I think every man had this before, that afterwards you feel unmotivated, you don't feel energy, you don't want to do anything. You just want to lay down in bed and you want to watch a movie. You cannot go to work, you cannot do anything. And in fact, this feeling can keep going for at least 1 to 2 full days. It takes 48 to sometimes 72 hours, 2 to 3 days, till it recovers. Your dopamine baseline goes up again.
It's a long time to recover.
This is very long, man.
Yeah. And how did you come to these studies?
Actually, I noticed that when you ask, or any videos you see from doctors, or there's typical videos about like, is NoFap good or not, there's always a side that is against the idea of NoFap and no sex. And there are many doctors, they talk, and you can see it on YouTube, that they talk and they say, no, it's very good, you'll have this more dopamine, more serotonin. But they never ever tell you, I didn't see any doctor that said, look, afterwards you have studies, you have proof that your dopamine will be 50% less for 2-3 full days. And how I noticed is, for myself, that when I went to work the day after, and we are both working in sales, so of course you notice it a little bit more. I didn't have this aggression. I just wanted to relax and sit somewhere. I didn't even feel like working. And my discipline was gone.
It's like you're avoiding work because of this, right? You don't feel like
it. Like it's not only avoiding, you just don't want to do it. Like, you don't feel like it at all. And this is when I started actually, okay, what is wrong? How does it work? How does our brain work? Because I didn't know that. So I put in Google and this and that. By the way, Google many times will not give you the answers. Did you notice that? Did you have like many controversial topics? You will not get the answer on Google. So you have to dig deeper on DuckDuckGo, or there are like platforms that are unfiltered. There's a Russian platform.
Yandex?
Sorry?
Yandex.
Yandex. And there's another Russian platform like YouTube also. This is a good thing I like about the Russians. They're always very more open-minded than the American, and where everything is filtered, you know? They don't let you know many things.
Find alternative answers for your questions in Yandex, for sure. I remember when I was living in Moscow, I was using both, actually.
Google and Yandex.
Yes. But usually more Yandex, because you live there. And it's in Russian, right? So you can find some answers, because Google not always gives you the direct answer. It gives a lot, and at the same time misconcepting each other.
And it goes, if you pay attention, it goes only in one direction. For example, if you let's take 2 countries that are in war right now, and you put just neutral information you want to get, you will find only information that back up one country. And you're thinking to yourself, how is that possible? Like, because it's in the human nature that always you have 2 sides. But when you're asking Google, you have always only one side, and the other side is wrong. It's not neutral. Google is not neutral. This is why I like to compare. Also, I found 2 other AIs. I'm using Grok, which is from Elon Musk, and I'm using another one, the Chinese one, DeepSeek. The Chinese people, they're also very smart, because China and America, they always had like little bit, so many things that the American will not tell you, the Chinese will tell you, or the Russian will tell you. So if you go from every source, then you will see the truth.
So
actually.
how you find the truth? Let's say one place says this, the other place has totally different opinion on that. How you understand that the truth is there, or you can take from here this and that? How you do it usually? Because people who watch probably, also are confused.
People think it's easy to get right information nowadays because we have internet and this and that. It's easy to get information. It's hard to get the right information.
Yeah. How you do it?
So how we do it? First of all, I try to get as many sources as I can. This is the first point. Then I see which sources are pushing too aggressively in one direction. And then already I know, okay, this cannot be very reliable because the truth always has two sides. Right?
Yeah.
And then I just see what makes more sense from my side. I hear all the stories out and I see, okay, which picture is more clear and bigger. But to come back to the topic, at the end of the day, I did my research and then I found out, and this is actually not just the ChatGPT or something. There's studies on that, on this dopamine thing. So many times men are sitting there and they're watching their happy videos. They're just killing themselves. They lose 2 days of full dopamine spikes. And what happens now? This is why I'm saying sex will kill you. Because this 2 days, your brain will naturally look for other ways to get short spikes in dopamine. So now you start smoking. Now you want to drink alcohol. Now, because your brain has to make it up, what it doesn't have. Your baseline is here, now it's here. Your brain is trying to fill the gap.
I see what happened last night to me. Because I didn't sleep well. I was at the nightclub,
Yeah, you told me.
And when you're tired, your brain starting, trying to temptate you.
Find new stuff.
To find a new stuff, or to at least just think, fuck everything, I don't want to do anything. Just relax, enjoy your time. And it's trying to get this dopamine. Exactly. And it's not always because you have sex and you're drained that way. It's because you are not disciplined. Whenever you're not disciplined and you, let's say, don't have enough sleep or rest, that's when your brain will attack. Your devils will attack you, actually. I've noticed. So you think you shouldn't do sex at all, or you should do less, much less? What you're suggesting here?
I think it should be like any other drug. There should be a balance. Especially for people that work in sales or where you really need to be focused. If somebody is living an average life, doesn't really care about the energy levels, can be late at work, it's fine. I mean, you can manage it. But for people that really want to achieve the next step, that really want to become the top 1% of human beings, you cannot afford it, man. It's like you have let's say you have this coins, you have this currency of energy, right? It's like money in your pockets, and it's limited. It's limited. You cannot just, this is also what we talked before, you cannot just work the whole day 24/7 every day. Like somewhere it will shoot back, it will punch your face, and your body will tell you, look, I cannot anymore. And somewhere you will get side effects. So always you have this limited currency, and you have to be very careful how you spend it. If you spend it on the act, on the sexual act or whatever, now you wasted 90% of the currency. Now you have only 10% left for work and success and the gym and this and healthy eating and this and that. So now you will lose 2 days of your week only for a pleasure of 10 minutes. Imagine, like you are exchanging 10 minutes against 2 days. And yesterday I was sitting and I was thinking, the devil is such a insanely genius creature. How it puts into your head in this time that it's the right thing to do. And I would argue most men after the act, they always feel like not really happy, like they feel released, but they feel like somehow they feel sad, or they feel like, why did I do that? It doesn't feel like an achievement, if you know what I mean. So I was thinking a lot like, wow, the devil is sitting there and it knows exactly where to pull the trigger to make you think like, oh, this is what I need. I need to watch some porn. And then you watch it and then you lose everything.
Exactly. And not only sex, but all short-term indulgences give you that.
everything, man.
Takes away your energy.
Even if this is like the extreme. Even eating fast food, eating sugar, it's all the same because it does exactly the same. It spikes your dopamine and it goes lower. But in why I'm taking the topic of sex, because it's way more extreme. Like it's, as I said, you can compare it with cocaine.
Yeah.
Like the level of crashing and the high dopamine levels it gives, it's the same level of cocaine, literally. So if you take a dose of cocaine, or if you just have sex, your brain thinks of it as the same way.
Yeah.
Right?
And sex you can take a lot. I mean, you can do it all day and you can be stimulated all day, comparing to cocaine, right? You cannot take every cocaine.
Yeah, at some point you will be like dizzy and you will fall and yeah.
But sex you can do 24 hours or many days in a row, right?
This is what most people do, and this is why they're fucked up.
Yeah.
And when the people then start NoFap, as we talked also the last episode, the first time in their lives they feel this energy going up again, the aggression going up.
Yeah.
Men are naturally aggressive creatures, and it is supposed to be like that. We survived because we used to take the sword, we used to take the axe or whatever. We used to go and we used to kill animals barehanded, choke their necks, and kill. And this is how we survive, by killing.
Yeah.
This is how men survive. Nowadays, of course, we are not thinking in these terms anymore because we have a society with rules and laws. But it's still deep in our DNA, and it will not change for the next couple million years. So men need to be aggressive, but they need to control it. This is a different topic.
But nowadays, murder rate of chickens are more than ever because of KFC.
Yeah, we're still the same. You see,
we kill millions of them.
We're killing millions. You're right.
But that's